Most people are doing their best. They wake up, go to work, handle responsibilities, and repeat the same routine every day. And yet, something feels off. Life keeps moving, but it doesn't feel like it's changing. We're taught that if we work harder, life will eventually improve. So we push more. We try longer hours, but often the results stay the same. Sometimes things do improve. A new opportunity appears, more money comes in. But without real inner change, life slowly returns to where it started. Most people think the problem is money, time, or luck. But more often, the real issue is how we think, decide, and respond every day. Life tends to match the person living it. Ideas shape decisions. Decisions shape habits. Habits quietly shape the direction of our lives. Without new ideas, nothing truly changes. People who change their lives don't leave things to chance. They pay attention. They learn how motivation works, how discipline is built, and how focus is lost and regained. Big change doesn't start with dramatic action. It starts with small, consistent habits. Reading a little each day, writing things down, doing what needs to be done, even when no one is watching. Learning without action doesn't help. Understanding without movement changes nothing. Discipline isn't force, it's practice, repeated quietly over time. Most frustration comes from trying to rush growth, cutting corners, looking for quick results. But shortcuts often lead to fragile outcomes that don't last. If nothing changes tomorrow, the next 5 years will look a lot like the last 5. So the real question isn't what you want to achieve, it's what small change you're willing to make starting tomorrow. Because change doesn't begin when everything feels perfect. It begins when you decide to show up differently, even when nothing around you has changed yet. Most people wait for clarity before they act, but clarity often comes after action, not before it. We tell ourselves, when I feel ready, I'll begin. But readiness is rarely a feeling, it's a decision. And that decision doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't require quitting your job or rebuilding your life overnight. It simply requires honesty. Honesty about what you avoid. Honesty about what distracts you. Honesty about the habits that quietly keep you in the same place. The truth is, comfort can look a lot like stability, but sometimes it's just fear dressed as routine. We stay in familiar patterns because they feel safe, even when they don't move us forward. Growth feels uncertain. It feels awkward. Sometimes it feels slow, but slow growth is still growth. When you change how you respond to small frustrations, your days begin to feel different. When you protect your focus for even 1 hour, your output begins to improve. When you choose consistency over intensity, progress becomes sustainable. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more intentional about who you already are. Every decision you repeat becomes part of your identity, and identity is powerful. If you repeatedly choose discipline, you begin to see yourself as disciplined. If you repeatedly choose avoidance, you begin to see yourself as someone who delays. And once something becomes part of your identity, it becomes easier to continue. That's why small actions matter more than big promises. You don't need a new life plan. You need one new standard. A slightly earlier morning, a slightly more honest conversation, a slightly stronger boundary, a slightly better question before reacting. These seem small, but repeated daily, they compound. And compounding is quiet. You don't see it happening until one day things feel different. Not because luck changed, but because you did. 5 years from now, you will arrive somewhere. The only question is whether that version of you was shaped by intention or by default. Life doesn't usually transform in a single breakthrough moment. It shifts gradually through repeated choices that no one else sees. And the most powerful shift of all is deciding to take responsibility for who you are becoming. Not perfectly, not instantly, but consistently. Because when you change how you think, how you decide, and how you act in small moments, life doesn't just improve, it aligns.